So when I saw Bimbo stuff last week, I think I got PTSD from that, like, because it's like repetition of stuff, you know, like when you have like issues and people keep saying, go back, make it work, then you go back, you make it work, and it get worse. Or sometimes you go back and you think you're making the progress, and there are secrets. I think for me, the worst thing I've ever had to deal with is, as a very private person, is to have my business out there. And people think they could tell me how to live my life or whatever. And my marriage to me was very sacred in the beginning, but it became, I became someone else in marriage, because I think at some point I was even out of order, you know, like when you get to this place of pain and you can't even control yourself anymore. So I remember last year, February, I was at work and I got a call that there's been a strange woman in my house, you know. And I remember driving back to my house, which was like just like 3 to 4 minutes drive from my office to the house. And I remember the only thing I picked up from my office while driving home was my mobile phone. And I remember calling my daughter. I don't have my own biological child, but I got into the marriage with kids from other women, which I actually embraced as mine. And excuse me.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry. It's okay, Nabila.
Yeah.
Don't cry.
And I was their mommy, you know, and I was so happy to be their mom. Yeah. So I remember calling my daughter on my way home, and they picked up the phone, but she wasn't the one that picked up the phone. And I could remember the conversation while driving home. She was in distress. She was crying and saying, "Don't hurt me." And I could remember him telling her, "You want to break my marriage. You want to break my marriage." And she was saying, "Daddy, you're beating me. Daddy, you're hurting me." And I was driving as far as I can just to get home. And when I got home, you know, I didn't see the person, but my daughter was a bit shaken, and she had to okay. So what am I driving at here? The first thing I could do, I was mad. I was really upset. It was a Monday I would never forget. And the first thing I did was to take my phone and went on my story, and I wrote a whole lot of rubbish, like whoever the woman is that came to my house to do this morning while I was at work. You're lucky I didn't meet you in my house, because it would have been a different story. And I remember a lot of people coming at me, telling me that your business is not with the woman, is with the man who brought the lady to the house.
They always say that.
And I remember giving another chance after that. While some people think I was but being raised by a single mother myself, I was the normal Nigeria mentality of you have to make your marriage work. And I really wanted my marriage to work. But what really broke the camel's back was that I was living a lie with someone I was really deeply, madly in love with, and I thought that was my happy ending. Because yeah, I've got fertility. We had issues having our own biological kids, but I was a lovely mother of 2 wonderful girls from 2 different women I do not know, that I'm not related to. But this person still see it like they were doing me justice by having kids outside without my knowledge. Yeah. So it became important for my sanity, for my to take a decision that wasn't easy, but definitely a decision that made me be here today. You know, like I'm here today and I can say this story because if I didn't make that decision, who knows, being bored didn't get a chance to tell her story.
Her story. Now, I want to take you back. The abuse in your marriage, was it psychological as a result of cheating, in your opinion, or was it physical? Did he actually lay his hands on you?
I think there were times this person was being physical. I think physical like twice. But the most important thing, like the most important abuse I had was more of verbal and emotional abuse, I would say.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
On off, or was it a constant part of your life?
I had to deal with it constantly. And at some point, you know, they told me it came with the job.
Oh.
It came with the job.
They told me it came with the industry this person is. Like it's normal.
Oh.
I have to deal with it. I even had people say to me, like, you know, just have a child and then your concentration will be on your child, not on the man. And I'm thinking, how does that make it go away? Like, so you have a child and the cheating goes on. But you know, for me, at some point I became numb to the cheating. Like, okay, I saw it as being normal when it's not meant to be so. But like I said, I could take anything, but having a child on me without telling me, I felt really betrayed. Like I felt like this person